Nityanandam, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Your presence heals. This is Ma Nitya Dugananda. And some of you may be wondering why I've been so quiet in my YouTube channel. Well, basically, I've been busy attending a very powerful program called Paramashivoham Level 3, conducted by my Enlightened Guru, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivan, fondly known as Swamiji. So, in this video, I want to come forward to share with you what are the fascinating and extraordinary experiences I had and some of the very powerful superconscious mutation initiation that I received. So let me just go straight into what is this program all about. See, Paramashivoham Level 3 is Swamiji's gift to humanity, especially for those seekers who are really interested in experiencing a superconscious breakthrough in their life and also experiencing the higher plane of existence, the different dimensions of existence. So as you know that we're not this body and mind, we are consciousness. So as consciousness, you exist in everything and everywhere. So that is that possibility being given by an enlightened master who have already merged with the source. So I remember in one of the earlier satsang, Swamiji had revealed that you need 6 ingredients to experience the superconscious mutation. So one of which is basically a conscious will, a conscious decision to experience your highest possibility. That is needed for able to travel to different vertical time zones to experience the different lokas. There are 14 lokas, 14 planes of existence. So first ingredient is conscious will, decision to want to experience. Second is powerful cognition, having the right powerful cognition about the higher truth about the cosmos, the higher cosmic law, and having the right understanding about you as the consciousness, not having this limited idea about this body mind, which is given by society, given by your wrong ideas, limited beliefs about who you are, and embracing the true identity as Paramashiva. So that is the super conscious breakthrough that is needed, having powerful cognition. Third, basically emotional acceptance, ability to handle your different emotions and accepting the different emotions as you go through this expansion. For any expansion, you may experience fear, you may be experiencing uncertainty and all that, but having the ability to accept your emotions and embrace the higher dimension of you is also important. Fourth, mental preparedness. Mentally, you need to prepare yourself to go through the mutation, the superconscious mutation. See, our mind imposes certain limitations, certain ideas about who we are as this identity, this body mind. But mentally, you need to prepare to go beyond this limited idea or cognition you have about who you are. Then fifth is physical readiness. Now, this body, as you know, is a vehicle for you to experience, not only what you want in your dreams, but also consciousness. So, however, this body needs to be prepared because, in terms of purification, detoxification, and infusing prana Shakti, life energy, into this body through yoga, through pranayama, through all the different kinds of Ayurvedic herbs to purify the body. So the body needs to be prepared. So obviously, when the body is prepared, if you have a yogic body, taking a quantum jump to this superconscious mutation, it's a breeze. It's much more quicker and much more easier for people who are not prepared physically, as well as people who are carrying a lot of toxin. So that is one important component. Last but not least, the 6th ingredient is the initiation by Enlightened Guru, which is the fortunate thing is Swamiji is a living avatar who is embodiment of Paramashiva. So we have all the ingredients in this program to make you experience a superconscious breakthrough. So I want to share with you some of the fascinating experiences that I had. So the very first initiation that jumped on me is the initiation into having a body that radiate Paramashiva. Okay, means the embodiment of Paramashiva. So all the initiation are so powerful, which is very different from all the past program that Swamiji has given us. It's a quantum leap to definitely a different kind of very powerful initiation, not just in terms of Kundalini awakening, but the kind of DNA augmentation, the DNA mutation, which is upgraded to that of Paramashiva. So your DNA goes through mutation and changes through this program. This is what I experienced. I give you some example which I'm observing. One, diet has come down. I don't eat that much anymore. You really don't need that much food to be able to sustain yourself. By your presence, by your breathing awareness, you can actually live very minimally from the outer world. You don't need physical food. You need just prana shakti to sustain you. Maybe a little bit of grain or a little bit of liquid is enough to keep you energetic whole day and alive. So that's one thing that I observed. Food has come down. Then the next thing also, sleep has also come down drastically. As you know that this program is going on for 16 to 18 hours per day. And especially if we are living in Asia, we literally don't get to sleep because the program is conducted in US time zone. So, you know, when you're supposed to sleep, it is their daytime. So literally certain days I don't get to sleep. At best is 1-2 hours of, you know, rest. And but the body still feel energetic. So sleep has come down tremendously. That means you don't suffer even though for a prolonged period of time without sleep. So sleep, your ability to recharge and rejuvenate also become quicker. So I noticed that this couple of changes in terms of physiology and the inner space, the quality of inner space is amazing. When I sit with myself in the morning sadhana, the ability to just come into the samadhi and start coming to that restful awareness become a lot quicker. In the past, I used to sit a bit longer to be able to, you know, shift to the state of no mind or the samadhi state. But after this 10 days of initiation, it becomes so easy. It's like a breeze. You just jumped in the next few seconds. Or within a minute, you'll be there. So it's so amazing that you're falling into the restful awareness, and you start to be able to see your breath awareness, and you'll be able to align the whole spine to the cosmic geometry. As you know that Swamiji say that your ability to experience prana shakti along the spine is your ability to experience, you know, the alignment to the cosmic geometry along in your spine. So that become a direct experience once you go through this program. So that is what the fascinating changes physiologically and also my inner space. Then come the next initiation, which is initiation into Shakti. As you know that everything, the manifest form in the world is Shakti, everything is Shakti, and Paramashiva is a manifest of of the cosmos, of existence. So as embodiment of Shakti after the initiation, the way you experience, you express is very different in terms of, like the morning sadhana, my yoga practice has become so different. It's no longer just a yoga practice. It is transformed into an expression of Shakti. As you know that Shakti, when she expressed in a form of yoga, is no longer yoga, is a dance. It's a communion with Paramashiva. So my daily yoga has been transformed to this beautiful communion with Paramashiva, yet moving, experiencing the breath awareness as a dance. of this embodiment of Shakti. So it is really fascinating to experience the quality of Shakti in many different dimensions, even Shakti as a healer. See, as you know that as an initiate healer, I also receive healing requests on a daily basis. So one of the devotees of Swamiji from India had, whose father is diagnosed with liver disease, hepatitis C, as well as 4 gallstones in the body. So she had actually requested me to heal her father, and one of the amazing experience for me is to see the healing result much quicker. As an embodiment of Shakti, the healing energy, just see the result much quicker. In the first initiation, in the first healing, I was able to, the father told me that he felt so good, and he came back for another 3 more healing sessions, because Swamiji told him that through his Anandaganda that he will be healed completely after 4 healing sessions with me through this body. And on the 4th healing session, when we asked him to take a measurement, because when I saw him first, before I healed him, he had this big bloated belly due to the water retention, due to the liver not able to process, a lot of the digestion and all that. So he had a huge belly, which was measuring up to about 94 cm. Then, after the 4th healing session, it came down to 89. So a 5 cm reduction in the water retention in the belly was just phenomenal. So I was so happy that he's feeling so much better after the healing session by Swamiji's grace. So that is another expression of Shakti. So the Shakti embodiment, it's going on and happening in different dimensions, whether it's as Acharya, whether it's as as a teacher. So I'm enjoying this dimension manifestation as Shakti in this body, because as a yogini, manifestation of Shakti is something that I really, really appreciate and also enjoy. Now, then comes the next initiation, which was just too much for us, because just a direct experience of the love, compassion, and complete showering of Paramashiva through Swamiji's body is the initiation of the superconscious mutation as the embodiment of Shukra Acharya. Now, this is something that you should know. Shukra Acharya is one aspect of Paramashiva who's a pure giver. He just give, shower, and he doesn't judge. And your request may be ridiculous logically, but he doesn't judge, he just shower. So as you can imagine, Swamiji came one day and said, okay, just send all your requests, what you want in terms of what you want to manifest in your life, and you will simply be showered. And you can imagine all the participants just went wild like a bunch of kids, and just the whole chat was just bombarded with all different desires and requests for us to manifest in reality. So in that outpouring of request, something hit me really hard. I just felt the immense love and compassion of Paramashiva, and it was just overwhelming, and I just felt so loved by Cosmo. Basically, the whole experience or the favorite inheritor of Cosmo, it was just in that session was just overwhelming. I had tears. It's like tears of gratitude. It just feels so grateful, to be in this program and to be able to be showered and loved by Cosmo. So that is too amazing. I mean, all of you have to experience this, dimension whereby you feel that you're just spoiled by Cosmo, basically. And we thought that we had, been spoiled so much. The next day he came back and with another, superconscious mutation initiation, where he come as 3 dimensions of Paramashiva. One as Brihaspati, which is the the dimension of Paramashiva who showered based on what you need. Okay, he comes with certain criteria and make sure that you receive it in a proper way. And then Paramashiva as Sukar Acharya again, and the 3rd dimension is Paramashiva as Dakshinamurti. And you know that one of my favorite dimension of Paramashiva is Dakshinamurti, because to me he's the most mysterious form of Paramashiva, who doesn't talk and he's always in the eternal silence, but yet he's so powerful because everything comes, he's the source. The silence is where everything happens. So I just went wow with this request to Dakshinamurti, what I want in my spiritual experiences and ability to connect with the beings such as the Siddhas, and also awakening all my past life powers which I have accumulated through my tapas. So all those spiritual desire which I always had, after reading a lot of spiritual books from different enlightened masters, different siddhas, and I just went wow, with that initiation. So basically, I'm fulfilled with all my spiritual requests just through that initiation. So I think all of you should experience it yourself as well, because you will be able to, feel the love of the cosmos, the immense love and compassion of the cosmos. So then the final initiation before on the 10th day was the initiation into vertical time zone, ability to travel to the different plane of consciousness, different lokas. There are 14 lokas in total. And he basically gave us the transmission of the DNA to be able to travel to the different lokas, and that is also another gift. So all in all, I want to say is that even though I've only attended the first 10 days, as you can imagine, the amount of transformation, the amount of happening, not just in the physical body, but in the physiological dimension and the inner space, it's tremendous leap into the higher consciousness. So that's all I can say, all of you, even though if you have not manifested, do come back in the next season. It is going to happen in the 1st and 21st of May for you to experience what I'm sharing here. So with that, I really want to conclude this video. And if you are really interested to also experience and wanting to be caused for the next season 2 of Paramashivoham Level 3, do drop a note or in the chat on this video, and I will be more than happy to cause you to Paramashivoham Level 3, the superconscious mutation, and experience your highest possibility. With that, I'd like to conclude. Thank you for listening. Nityanandam.